All right, it's May 12th, 2012. Yesterday I had problems with the preview part. It would start previewing the videotape that I recorded. I recorded 16 minutes, and it was a pretty good tape. It ended up with me getting frustrated and angry. Is that a good quality for being president or being leader of a country? Well, hey, they all get frustrated and angry. It's just they don't let the public see it. The public has to see when any leader of any country, especially a country like an evil, contradictory country like the United States, because they don't know what kind of person really is in office. And regardless of what people think, presidents aren't all that powerful. Sure, they command the military, but they end up doing the same thing all the other voters are doing. They're all a collective of nothing but contradiction, death, destruction, whatever you want to call it. You know, when one person speaks out, everybody should be listening. They should be having a compassionate heart. They should go, look, why are you fashioning laws? When you get any country that gets a whole bunch of laws and they keep making laws and laws and they pile laws on top of laws, pretty soon you need a computer to figure out which law means more as a priority to apply than which laws don't. You need a cleanup marshal to clean up a lot of the laws that are conflicting with each other. And then this actually generates lawsuits, which lawyers make money off of. So you become a slave to a lawyer to prove that your civil rights are violated. No, you know what? Your country has finally taken the motorhome, the home that I had, the bus I was working on was my home. I planned to, if I was going to die, I planned to have my bus finish and be living in my bus when I died, or whatever. You people destroyed my goals. My goals were physical. They weren't dreams. They weren't, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, and they never do it. I own things. You see all this stuff? Look. See all that stuff? You see all that? And I have to get my camera all the way out here. See all that over there? And you see all that? Yeah, right. You see all that? Those are 10 by 30 units. And I have another one that's 40-footer. And you people have managed to take everything from me. And you used the installed laws that are laws right now, that these crazy people who are given authority, parking enforcement, the police, they go nuts. They apply the laws harshly. They apply the laws without any compassion, without any idea that they're ruining a person's life, especially poor people. So here I am talking about all this stuff. 180 videos, 3 years, my house was set on fire, my buses and cars were all towed away repeatedly, over and over and over again, because I couldn't find a place, I couldn't find one compassionate soul that had the ability to rent to me and let me leave me alone. Hercules storage over there. I had a huge place where I would not have lost everything if the guy had not said, oh, you have to pass a credit check. A credit check for storage? You gotta be kidding. Wacko. Hercules storage, by the way, which is near the corner of Lassen and Mason Avenue. Hercules storage caught fire right after that. When I say that people inherit my bad luck for doing a wrong to me, even if they were allegedly, man's law says they were in the right, they inherit my bad luck. Trust me, I'm the emperor, if not the emperor of the United States, symbolically, also the emperor of bad luck. Because from the day I was born, even while I was being born, there was a possibility that I could have been a miscarriage. And I would rather have that than to have lived this life and been forced down the roads that I was forced down. So there is a form of slavery still in this country, and no one listens to me. At least no one that really is going to band together, form a coalition of people that will attack the government and say enough is enough. We don't care if there's only 6,000 of us. That's about how many people have viewed my videos. We don't care if it's only been 3,000 of us. We're going to push all our effort in one direction to destroy the existing government. Yesterday in the 16-minute video I said, which never published because it went into a catch-22 of previewing. It would start previewing and then would go back to 0 and then preview forever. That little dot would just keep turning and turning and turning. I left it there for, it must have been an hour, and it wouldn't finish reviewing so that I could publish it. So life is not what you think it is. And if you think that you're well off now, and you know, I gotta point out something psychologically. A person that is well off, that has a nice warm place to sleep in every night, and I know many people work hard to keep that, to maintain it, not just keep it. But when they judge a person who doesn't have anything or has lost everything, their judgment is going to be faulty, because they're working under the umbrella of being, oh, I'm happy, I'm nice, I'm secure, everything's fine, it's blue skies today, it's beautiful weather. I told you, a person that is well off has no right at all judging a person that is not well off. Because, and if they've never been in that person's shoes, without a home, sleeping in streets, sleeping in parks, sleeping in bedrolls, sleeping in just wherever they can find a place. It's unnerving to sit there and be attacked by a system that doesn't work. No, this system does not work because the wrong people are in charge. Now I'm what does this say? I'm 7 minutes into this video. I have to get to work. As you can see, there's nothing here today. The other day, I think if you saw a bunch of stuff out here. I have to haul it over, haul it out, so I can get inside here and do what? I have no motivation. My motivation is gone. What's my motivation? My motivation was, as long as that bus was at Howard Summers, as long as Howard Summers towing, which took me for hundreds of thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of towing charges. It was like a tug of war. They'd take it and I'd pull it out. They'd take it and I'd pull it out. And I'd throw myself deeper and deeper into debt pulling it out and trying to find a place. And I'm not a person who sits on my ass and does nothing when bad things happen to me. Before my house was burnt, when I was in that house over there at DeSoto and Hart, Canoga Park, I knew I had to move. It was a foreclosed house. The owner had taken off, and they left me holding the bag. And of course, I looked and looked. I found at Whitman Airport an aircraft company that was going to give me for free two buildings, 120 by 60 and 120 by 40, free. All I had to do is move them off the airport lot. They were beautiful office spaces. They had used them for offices, so they had to get them moved. All I had to do, and at that time I had good credit, I could have moved across the street. A guy had a for rent sign on this empty property across the street on Osborne Street, across from Whitman Airport. It's a private airport. And I could have moved in there, and again, there's another positive situation I could have moved into, and then wait for the city to come and bug me again and harass me. This is what they do. That's why I ran for mayor in the past. That's why I tried to run for president many times, because only a person who's been abused knows where all the problems are. Obama's never slept homeless. Neither has Bush. Neither has Clinton. They've never been down and out on their luck and had nothing. These people live in a protected environment. And people who live in a protected environment are not in touch with real reality. And if they were ever in touch with real reality, and that's why I call myself Reality Supreme Being, because I'm in touch with reality. I know what they've done to me. But you people don't care. You just keep on going to Costco over here, buy your stuff on wholesale or go to Smart and Final, and you go home and and you're safe because you're following all the rules. You can't do anything like put a big boat in your backyard. Oh, building and safety comes out of the blue and takes it from you. And here I've lost the picture. I hate that. Computers go black. The screen goes black after a few minutes when you're recording if you don't move the damn stupid cursor. I don't know why they call the arrow cursor. They should just call it an arrow. So it's getting on 8 o'clock. I have to move the stuff out. I gotta move it all back in. I have to cross my fingers and hope this thing uploads properly, because I don't know if it will or won't. You know, like I've told everybody, I'm already, I've got certain sicknesses now from all the harassment they've done. The society has contributed to these illnesses, and I'm not going to the doctor. I don't care. I don't care if it takes me years to die, and if it's hard, horrible death. Obviously, I have nothing but bad luck, and that's what this world wants to do to me. Hard, horrible death, because they wouldn't listen to me. My life would have been different. The shipping companies listened to me about my spherical oil tanker, my spherical oil barges. No oil spills would have ever happened in the oceans. You can check my other video on BP oil conspiracy. And then there's all the other stuff I've done. The houses. You people live in stupid houses. You live in, even though you think you're well protected and you have windows, you don't have the windows in the right place. And you have no idea how much psychological damage you go through every day when you don't sleep a certain way. And when you force yourself to keep practicing the same old idea in building houses. But I'm not going to go into that because it's not worth it right now. Alright, I'm about 12 minutes in the video. I've got to start moving stuff around. For what? I don't know what. I don't have anything to really live for anymore. People say, oh, you have what? What do I have to live for? They took my home of more than 20 years. I worked my ass off working on that bus and moving it and towing it back out. Now some stranger has possession of all my valuable possessions. My swords, my guns, stereo equipment, my recording equipment, everything that has ever been of value to me, all taken away by Howard Summers towing. You know, I'll say this again. Howard Summers died right after they kept taking my stuff. He died. His son died right after they kept taking my stuff. And now the third guy is in place, and he's going to die too. Like I said, you do me bad, you cross my path, you inherit my bad luck. You put me in the places that I'm in today. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be someplace working on my research projects, discovering new discoveries in the world of science, and you people destroyed that. You took all that away from me, but you took the most precious thing away from me. By interfering in my life like that, you took years of my life away from me, and that amounts to murder. But that's all right, because you pay taxes and you kill other people's children in other countries and create terrorism. So let me tell you, you're doing bad there, you're doing bad to me. Eventually, it's going to come back on you in the worst way possible. It's a stupid arrow.